What is up, everybody? Solomon here. Hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. Boy, it's hard to get back on the horse, on the saddle after you've taken a break for a couple of days. But I've been paying attention to all the news that's come out, and I thought it was worthwhile to kind of do a little bit of a recap here. And then I found an interesting video from Hashgraph too that I wanted to share with you all. So if you see any scam ads in this video, please do not participate in that as a disclaimer. All right, now, this came out. There was an interview with Modern Consensus about 4 or 5 days ago with Brad Garlinghouse, and basically saying that, Ripple is throttling growth of the XRP on-demand liquidity. And this says here's why. So I'm going to read through this real quick. I'll give my 2 cents on it, and then we will go from there. So Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says the company has more demand for its XRP cross-border payments product than it can currently facilitate. Now, if you are not aware, if you are new to this space, Ripple is basically a software company. They are tied into multitudes of some of the largest banks and financial institutions in the entire world. They leverage or are planning or trying to leverage a digital asset. The digital asset is called XRP. So we are talking about XRP right now. Has more demand for its XRP cross-border payments product than it can currently facilitate. Known as on-demand liquidity, the payments product relies on crypto exchanges to accept cash and move the equivalent value in XRP across borders, where it can be converted right back to fiat currency, aka cash, in your local denomination or national denomination. As long as there is enough liquidity in the XRP marketplace, the transactions can process in seconds and largely bypass the issue of crypto price volatility. In order to ensure that liquidity stays sufficient, Garlinghouse tells Modern Consensus, Ripple has actually had to slow the adoption of on-demand liquidity and XRP utilization. Now, this looks like a quote from Brad here. Ripple has actually throttled the growth because one of the things that's important when using on-demand liquidity, aka XRP, is you have to have really good liquidity on both sides of the transaction. And so, if XRP doesn't have enough liquidity in the marketplace, then you cannot put as much demand through. The company recently hired former Goldman Sachs foreign exchange executive director Aditya Tarakia to help create a strategy to boost XRP liquidity and enlist more market makers, brokers, and exchanges. So, my opinion, this is more on-ramps. This is just building out the ecosystem, right? This is what we've seen, at least from my opinion, over the past 6 to 8 months. Actually, I mean, we see expansion over the past couple years, really, and it's just been crazy. But it looks like that they're trying to build up these rails even more so, and it just makes sense. Now, Garlinghouse also says demand for on-demand liquidity is outpacing the company's overarching international payments platform, RippleNet, which does not require XRP. So demand for XRP and on-demand liquidity is outpacing RippleNet, which is a crazy statement because we know how big RippleNet is. We know what they've been able to do since inception, tying into some of the largest financial institutions in the world. However, a lot of people will say that this is a negative article. I think that this is just a realistic article. I feel like Ripple realigning strategy is probably part of something like this. Ripple says more than 20% of all transactions on its global network of financial institutions now use XRP. It was less than 10% as recently as the fourth quarter of 2019. This is the entire article here. This is from Modern Consensus. If you want to take a look, you can just do an easy Google search. You can find this on your own. Now, I generally tend to gravitate towards the more realistic people in this space. However, obviously, I follow almost, even some of the more far out there ideas. I'm just more for honesty. Like if you're honest with yourself and your opinions, I'm all for it because I have no idea. We're all here. We're all speculators. But Arturo Portilla, which, if you're not aware, this dude used to run XRP Research Center, and he is just a monster of research, and he's a very realistic individual. So he put out a great tweet that I saw about this, and, this isn't a find, like an information find. This is just an opinion piece, which I believe his opinion is pretty much spot on, and, I don't even think it's negative. But Garlinghouse and Ripple has actually throttled XRP growth because one of the things that's important when using ODL is good liquidity on both sides of the transaction. Now, if XRP doesn't have enough liquidity in the marketplace, you cannot put that much demand through. This is a clear indication that the company needs to decrease its marketing budget and increase its product/market expansion budget. And I do think that Ripple's been doing that, though. And I don't think that the marketing budget is really even... I mean, we don't see it, you know, because from a peer-to-peer standpoint, I mean, obviously, we don't see all of the marketing. I think, you know, they advertise on Facebook to an extent, but, you know, that's really pretty much it. You know, we've seen that there was like one Ripple commercial that came out. So I think that they have been targeting product and market expansion. And I think that that's always been a goal. I don't know if they're reallocating resources to do that even more so now or not. But, you know, it just makes sense. You have to have the liquidity in place on both ends of the transactions to be able to facilitate XRP growth. And it looks like the growth is out, or, you know, and the demand is outpacing the expansion, which I do not look at that as a negative, though, in my opinion. So, all right. Now, you know, this is another thing here, and I know that Arturo presented upon that, too, is basically the market development piece. There it was, folks. That was my one shot in the video. Market development fees that, you know, Ripple is basically paying to MoneyGram for bootstrapping the system need to go away. And we saw a similar tweet from Ashish Burla earlier this year on that. Now, David Schwartz, if you remember correctly, has stated the best incentive is no incentive. A distributed system with no incentive breeds natural alignment among stakeholders to maintain forward progress. So, all right, this was interesting. I saw this Volante. They tweeted this on Friday. Ripple plans to diversify and become the Amazon of the cryptocurrency world, as reported by Payments Cards M. And Volante is big, people. Volante is tied in with some of the largest institutions from a financial standpoint in the world. Tech Mahindra is huge. Swift, obviously, we know Swift and what Ripple is trying to do from a replacement standpoint for Swift. I don't even look at it as a replacement so much right now, but just a parallel DLT path instead of the legacy rails. NASA operates the ACH network in the entire country. Capgemini is big. Microsoft is huge, obviously. MuleSoft is very big. So these are Volante's partners here, okay? Now, Volante tweeted this. If you are not aware, this is Matthew Liny, and this was back in June. He straight up asked Volante if XRP is a possible settlement mechanism, and Volante responded, Volante's platform can be used to settle through XRP via our Ripple connection. I just always go back to that. That's extremely interesting. It's something that we speculate on because these software integrators that are all tied into RippleNet don't directly call out XRP. Many of them obviously aren't going to answer you. Many of the answers that you get when you ask questions in this space anyways on Twitter are through like some customer service rep who might not even know. Volante, I believe, is a specialist organization to the point where they can answer something like that. Interesting, though. So this Volpay Ripple processor module is XRP enabled, and we can see that right from Volante's confirmation right there. Now, this was this morning. There was a major internet outage. Dozens of websites and apps were down. I am not going to get tinfoil hatty on you, but during a little bit of research this afternoon, I found this. This is CenturyLink. Interestingly enough, if you dig into CenturyLink, they are tied in with Bitcoin mining as well, as early as 2015. So Cloudflare, Hulu, the PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, Feedly, Discord, dozens of other services reported connectivity problems Sunday morning. Cloudflare went down apparently. So interesting. Okay, Japanese financial giant SBI Holdings launches short-term crypto derivatives. Now this is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. This is already SBI FX trade has been live for a while, everybody. But these contracts are a newer initiative. This was an announcement Friday. Traders compare crypto assets with both the US dollar and the yen, meaning there are 6 CFD choices in total. So this is just additional adoption. This is from SBI's actual website. And again, you know, you can go to this link up here. This is from August 28th. You will have to translate it into English, but we'll sell, you know, this is SBI FX trade from August 28th. We'll sell FX from 7 a.m. on August 31st, 2020. Our first specialized company to start handling the CFD trading service for crypto assets, hereinafter referred to as this service. Therefore, we are pleased to inform you that we have started accepting new account openings for this service from today. And this is big. cryptographic asset CFD transactions. I mean, it just goes with adoption. These are differential settlement transactions for crypto assets. As with forex trading that they currently offer, you can now trade using leverage. This is similar to what they already offer, but with these CFDs. Also, as one of the features, the market is open on Saturday and Sunday, so looks like 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Again, big. We know Yoshitaka Kitao is huge as far as being a big advocate for XRP utilization. I'm just curious how this all rolls out from an on-demand liquidity standpoint in the future. We know MoneyTap is RippleNet. There's just so much that goes on through SBI that Crypto Eddie is like probably the best resource to go through for this information. But you know, I'm still going to present it. Obviously, I still find it. I still see it all over the place. So I recommend reading and learning about a bit of this on your own. Now, this is Flare Networks, okay? And I actually still have to claim my XRP, or I'm sorry, my Spark, through Flare Networks, and connect, you know, do all that stuff. I'm a little bit lazy, but I plan on doing it. But this is interesting. I saw this. This is Spark claims at full speed. Over 500 million XRP have been set up to claim Spark. So 515 million. That's not a lot, people. There's a ton more XRP out there to claim this Spark token. I hope that you guys get on your game here. Maybe I'll do a video on it, but I feel like the topic's already been covered. Vind had already done an awesome explanation tutorial on it. I think Crypto Eddie has done a video on it. I'm sure Kevin Cage has done something on it. He's usually pretty on top of that stuff. I know Bitrue, I believe it's Bitrue that's supporting it. And then if you look down here, Flare retweeted Uphold from yesterday saying, this one really sparked a lot of conversation. We aim to have an update next week. I actually don't even have an Uphold account. I am going to that Bitrue, but I probably will claim off my ledger for the most part. But, you know, it is what it is. But it looks like Uphold is looking to support this. I'm not sure yet, but, you know, Flare retweeted. So we'll see where that goes. All right, and I wanted to leave it with this, okay? Because there's so much talk, and it's so hot right now, this DeFi. And Flare is basically making XRP, turning XRP and going towards a decentralized financial path. Now, but, you know, I look at certain things too, and just to give you guys a heads up, if you've actually watched this video this long, I was given the go-ahead. I don't work for Hedera. They don't pay me anything to do this. I look into different projects, and Hedera has always stuck out to me. But I have been given the go-ahead to do a giveaway with Hedera Hashgraph as well, and I'm going to announce details of that in the near future. But this is an awesome video. It's 53 minutes long. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to play about a minute and a half for you guys. But this is Reimagine 2020. I hope this dude doesn't mind that I'm, you know, shilling his interview here, because it was a great interview. I subscribe to this channel as well. Very well thought out. This is Jordan Freed, and he is the SVP at Hedera Hashgraph. I just wanted to play a short bit of this to maybe enlighten some people, because there's so many projects out there. There's so much hype that's going on in the crypto sphere. I tend to look towards utility-based projects, and I plan to hold for the long term. And Hedera is one of those projects for me. So I'm going to play this real quick for you.
You know, I was also having this conversation the other day. There's 6,000. I looked the other day. I think there's 6,400 some coins on CoinMarketCap. And in the industry of ours, and you know this, you've been covering the industry for a while, back at Block TV and elsewhere, you know, there's so much noise. And really, it's about cutting through the noise. It's about telling a compelling story for people to pay attention. Our go-to-market has been really unique in that we decided to focus on enterprises. The Hashgraph from a technology perspective is incredibly unique. It's really differentiated, and we could spend an entire conversation just talking about all the technical properties. But I think what's equally unique is that we're governed by some of the world's most relevant and important tech giants, companies like Google, companies like IBM, companies like Boeing. And as a result, Yona, our go-to-market has been, let's help these companies, first and foremost, understand how this technology will impact their businesses. And not just how it will impact their businesses, we've convinced them to come and own us. So Hedera Hashgraph is a limited liability company that's not owned by me. It's not owned by Dr. Lehman Baird, the inventor of the Hashgraph algorithm. It's not owned by our CEO, Mance Harmon. I actually have 0% of the cap table. It's owned by 2.54% is the exact number. That's 139th by 39 multi-billion-dollar multinational companies, and some of those that I mentioned. So that's been really unique. I think that because of that go-to-market, a lot of people in crypto who may be playing with crypto kitties or DeFi apps, they may overlook that because they're not as interested in what Google's doing with blockchain or what IBM's doing with blockchain. They're more obsessed with finding the next Bitcoin or the next Ethereum, and maybe we've been overlooked to some extent because of that. But we are growing in awareness. We're really proud of what we've achieved, and we continue to make progress.
I'm very interested in finding the next Bitcoin or finding the next Ethereum, but I'm also very interested in utility. And I'm very interested to see what some of the largest organizations in the world are doing from a utility standpoint with Hashgraph, because Hashgraph, as we know, is not blockchain. I always pay attention to what these organizations are doing, and these organizations own Hashgraph. I mean, they govern and they own the network. And again, I'm going to do a Hashgraph giveaway here. I don't want to announce details right now, but I was given the go-ahead. And again, if you don't know who the council, the governing council is, I mean, it's big. DLA Piper, Deutsche Telekom, FIS, Google, IBM, LG, Nomura, Swirlds, which is the parent company of Hashgraph, Tata Communications, UCL, Wipro, and Zane. Avery Dennison's big too. So I thought that was interesting. If you want to check out this video, fantastic. But again, the SBI news is big. I suspect, that we see some quite a bit more news here over the remainder of this year. And wanted to do a video today to do a little bit of a recap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm sure that there will be news during the week because Monday through Wednesday is generally the best days for news. So, and again, I hope you guys had a great weekend. Don't participate in scams. I will see you tomorrow if there's news to present. All right, later.